Hello everyone, Gigs here once again for another Constantiam tour. And today I am touring a base called the Blue Phoenix. Now this base was only about 3 months old. I was invited to come and do a tour of it because a newer player had found the base. Unfortunately, before I managed to get to it, the base was griefed by that new player, and I am now doing it off a download. So you'll notice that there's you can see chunk borders and bits and things. So this is a download of the base the day before it was griefed by that new player. Bit of a shame, because I'm sure the bunch of guys basing here probably would have happily let the players stay had they wanted to stay and join the group, but these things happen. So the base members that were here were EagleEye, Projcti, Tirget, Aztrosist, Hilarity, Fuccers, Toringe, and that's it. That was all of them, I think I got all of them there. Apologies if I pronounced any of your names wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually spoken to any of these players to know how they pronounce their own names. I'm sure I screw this up all the time, but you know, it is what it is. So you're seeing little bits of the base behind me here. However, this is not the big part of the base. This looks like this is just either a place they were working from, or where they were preparing to do some builds and hadn't actually had a chance to do much, because the main part that we will be touring and looking at is over my shoulder over there, and you can sort of see beacons coming out of the sky. But I thought we'd have a little bit of a squiz around here before I headed over to there. And I'm not sure what this was supposed to be. Yeah, one of the basemates would like to tell me what this. Yeah, I'm not sure. The other thing that made me laugh, and it made me laugh, and it also made me almost think of the 7 dwarfs, is that there are little beds sort of dotted around the place. Oh, this one not so much, but little beds out in the open dotted around the place, and most of them have names on them. So one, yep, so there's one down here. Tirget's bed. Nice colour bed, Tirget. Here we go. Don't break the bed, I'll have to walk back. Projcti. Where did I see the up here? Prestige's bed. Prestige wasn't one of the names on the list of basemates, but maybe they are new, or maybe one of the basemates has a second name, or an alt maybe. Can't tell. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. It felt like, you know, you got all the dwarfs hanging around with all their little beds all over the place. Okay, so now I've bounced all over the place. Let's have a look at what else we have. So we've seen the Idiot Protector. We have, and I don't know, this looks like it was almost a news desk maybe. Oops. And I don't know who Baked is. I don't think any of the chest contents have been saved, but it almost looks like a shop or a news desk that they sort of sit behind, and should be careful. I might have blown things up by doing that. I'm not quite sure what that was supposed to be. Doesn't go anywhere. Down here they've got their grinder, but it's nothing fancy or special. It's just a straight standard skelly grinder. I don't know if that's supposed to be a trap, because if you jump down there you're going to get splattered at the bottom. These areas, there's a few of these areas where it's all dug out like this. I don't know whether or not they are all prep work for something, or whether or not it's purely that they were trying to get sand for the glass over there. And you'll see there's a lot of glass used over there once we get over there. The Blue Phoenix Railway. So this railway takes you all the way over to that build, but there doesn't seem to be an exit out into the actual build itself. So it might have still been in a work in progress, but it's just all underground going. It doesn't go to anything else, so we won't bother going along there. What do we have here? Under work, do not touch. This is a cute little enchanting area. Again, still a work in progress, but you can see all the details that have already been put in. Nice little area for enchanting. A few beacons. What do we have here? You put your things here and gear up. So just wondering whether or not these were... Is that Tirget's banner? We have here announcements. Okay. Everything after this will be destroyed after we interesting. Welcome, and then you can't get up there. Nice little stairway. I don't know whether or not they had animals in here, and again that's just not come across in the download. I think that is it in this area. You see again when I said about there are other areas that have been dug out. I think it might have just been to gather sand. It seems to be a sand gathering thing. Don't know what this is. Oh. Actually, let's free cam down there. Go down the stairs, go down the stairs. So I did spot a lot of this sort of stuff. You can see the grinder over there. Oops. Grinder over there. I did spot a few of these spots where there are huge areas that are dug out. So I don't know whether or not this means that the guys were planning on building other stuff. You can already see a sneak peek of the other part of the base. I don't know whether or not these are areas that the guys were planning on building in, or whether or not they were just resource gathering. I can't see huge amounts of stone buildings or bricks anywhere, so I can't really, but that just seems to go down to one of those areas. I can't see that they've actually... Oh, we've got another area down here. I think this is very similar, that it's just going to take me down. Actually, this doesn't even really take me down to there. So this might have just been the start of the entrance. I've lit it up, but might have been the start of an entrance to someone's build. Again, the base is only 3 months old, so the guys were only just at the beginning of building the base. So we're seeing some of the sort of rawness of a base being begun. I don't know whether this started off as Eagle's base and then other people joined, or whether or not it was a group base to start with. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I think we've seen everything that is over here, so we will head on over to there. And the joys of being in creative means that we get to fly all the way over here. And again, you're seeing a bit of a sneak peek of what we're going to see down there, which is kind of cool. But I just love this. I just think this is amazing. Very decorative. Very cool. I wonder if there was going to be more planned for the top of this, or if this was it. It's very cool. What we got here? Easy grief. I don't know what that means. Let me drop down here. That sign could have been from the player that decided to... No? Is it supposed to do something? I don't know. I don't know. A few shulkers left about. Again, unless I've opened them during the download, we don't get to see the contents, and it doesn't look like anything was. So, this is very neat. I like... The blue is such a nice blue in the concrete. And it really... the blue and the white together just looks really cool. Okay, so full warning, heaps of signs. Who knows what's on the signs? Hopefully nothing too bad, but we'll see how we go. Gone to SM2, so there'll be salt miners 2 for a bit. Projcti. Few furnaces. So we've got a few areas to tuck off into little sideways, so we'll be going all over the place. This is the nether portal. This may have been how they were found. This is a similar stairway to what we had before. This is a kind of neat little area. I like how it's been used to the fences and everything. Very cool. And then the nether portal. Very cool. Quite organic looking. And it's so different. I mean, like, you come from this, which is quite, you know, rustic and organic looking, and then you come down into here and it's got a much, much, much more modern, you know, futuristic feel to it. So it's quite a change. I think this hallway does a nice job of sort of leading you into this area. I like the roof too. What do we have up here? Oh. Oh. Yeah, some more areas dug out. Oh, again, I need to stop looking at the chests. I know there's nothing in them. Is that there? Was that coming from the trash chest? Is this another way to come in? Yeah, I'd say that's another way to come in. Interesting. Or is that... Let me free cam up just to double check. Ah, yeah, another way to come in. Cool, cool. I'd hate to miss something just because I didn't want to go up some ladders. Especially when I can free cam. Looks like storage area. Another enchanting area. Another one of the 7 dwarfs beds. A little lapis thrown into the mix. Beacons. That beacon effect is going to be a little bit weird in the recording, I think, but it is what it is. This is still a work in progress. Quite a bit of detail in the walls and floors, and you'll see that more as we go into the other area. Member list. It's only got Tirget's name in there. What happened to everyone else? This is quite neat too. Lobby under work. Have I seen everything that's over here? Oops, another bed. Yep, I think I've seen everything that is over here. I feel like I'm missing things. The lobby under work, Tirget. All areas blocked off. And here we go. So this is that part that we saw from up there. And it's definitely still a work in progress, but you can see by what has already been done how magnificent this was going to look. And it actually still looks, I mean, it still looks amazing. These long hallways. Oops, bit of a hole there. I wonder if this was going to be glass as well. Were they going to do something in behind each one of the glass, maybe? Like little custom trees. This is really cool too. Again, looks like it was still a work in progress. Still being built. Sort of a switch up of colours in the middle here. Let's go up here. Very cool looking. Now I have completely lost myself. I don't know which way I came in and which way I have been. Okay, I think that's where we came in. Yep, I can see the big circle up over there. So we need to go, I think, to each of the areas and just check. Ooh, hello. Didn't spot you before. Very cool. Also got a sign wall here. Welcome to the city of the Blue Phoenix, aka B section. If you want to build here, take a look at the building rules. Okay, so Baked Accent must be one of the base members as well, who I didn't include in the original list, but again, could be an alt name or something. Hard to tell. Sounds like they were trying to do this part of the build as a very organized build to make sure that everyone went with the theme. Ooh, this looks interesting. Bringing in more of the purpley tones from over there. Now I'm pretty sure this is blue terracotta. Is it, or is it the purple? One of them comes out looking purple rather than blue. So I think that's the switch, I think. But still, really neat colours. Bringing in a bit of the wood into this section. Still a work in progress. I like the details up here too. Very nice. Great work, guys. I think these are just sort of offshoot little areas. And yes, I realise I'm showing bedrock, but as I said, the space has already been griefed, so it makes no difference. If you're seeing bedrock in my videos, it's because either the owner doesn't care because they're expecting the base to be griefed, or the base is already griefed. But if it was a base I was trying to protect or not show, then I definitely wouldn't be showing bedrock. See, this is quite neat too, that little sort of stepped up effect up into the supports. It's really cool. Up this way. There's a second layer up there, so we'll scoot up there and see that. Ah, Blue Phoenix BP. This is a cool area. Lounge chairs, you can sit in the corner. Use of diamond blocks up there. Another little corner. Was this supposed to... Are these chairs... Are these big screen TVs? Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I like that. Makes it look more shelvy. Very cool. So I'm guessing Cub was here at some point in time. Even the details up on the roof. A lot of attention to detail. I think this just goes off into... Ooh. Now this gets the feeling that this was going to be another huge internal build. It's all been spaced out and measured on the outside, so I'm guessing they were going to mine it all the way through. That's a lot of work, guys. Would have loved to have seen what this would have ended up looking like, given, like, this almost seems as big as the one that they've already done on the inside here. It's pretty cool. What do we have here? Does this take me up to the next level? Ooh. Someone was already doing something here as well. Nice use of the terracotta. Nice colours. And again, carrying on the blue and the white colour scheme from the middle part, but just adding in a little bit different. Very cool. Like, I hope some of this stuff, the guys, when they move off to their next space, use this as inspiration for their next space. It's one of those weird things though. I mean, I know that all the bases that I've left that got griefed, people just started brand new projects. You know, you still get some people that will, if they didn't get to finish a build, will restart the build, or will sort of go off a similar theme, but then most people actually seem to just do something totally different and brand new. It's like a complete refresh. This is so cool. I'm loving seeing it. So we've done those two. I think we've just got this area down here, which is definitely... Oh, it leads back around to... Oh, stuck in a hole. Leads back around to this area here. But I imagine they still had something planned for this as well, but just hadn't gotten to it. Very cool. Now, I didn't see a walkway up to the top, so I think we'll just scoot on up here. I don't know if this is anything more than just an outer walkway. May just be an outer walkway. Yeah, looks... Just want to double check just to make sure that there isn't another offshoot. Ooh, a bit of a ravine. There's another offshoot that I'm missing, and I'm not missing part of the base. No, it looks like that might have been it. What a cool view of down here though. A bit of glowstone mixed in, that'll help keep the mobs at bay. See all the work that's gone into this as well. So you can see all the glass that's been used up here as well, just to sort of segment this in, and it's quite clever really how they've done this, and I imagine they didn't need to do any water drainage because it's below the seabed level, so they would have been able to place all the glass and then just dig out down below. But that's like a huge effort to dig out all this area. You see they've had to cobblestone up some of the sides. Wonder what they were going to do with that gap in between these here. I don't think there's any area that they filled in of that, no. Would have been interesting to see how they filled that up to go up and fill that gap. Would have been quite cool. And as to what they would have done to these bits up here, whether or not they would have left them as they are, whether or not they would have terraformed them to just make the view up here look a little different. It's very cool. I really do like the look. Even just this as a standalone little building in the middle is really cool. Great job, guys. Well, I think that is it. I think I've toured the whole base. Again, you know, it's such a shame that we didn't get to see more of this base if it had been able to continue just for a bit longer, because they've achieved all of this in 3 months. That's a lot of effort, especially when you consider the amount of, you know, excavation work that would have had to have gone on in order just even to build this part here. Very cool. Well, thank you very, very much, EagleEye, for giving me the opportunity to tour your base. I think it's absolutely brilliant work, and I hope you guys have gone on to build bigger, better, brighter stuff, because this is just amazing, and I think that Constantiam is very lucky to have builders of your caliber playing on it. So in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed touring the Blue Phoenix, and until the next video, you have a great day.